Red Boots and Heels.
I'm Boots.
And I'm Heels. Glad that you joined us. Wow, what about everything that's going on?
It's never ending.
It is. We say this every single time.
Every single time.
We need something else to say. We don't have prompts, okay? We don't have a teleprompter, okay?
Let's go, Brandon. That's the only thing else I can say is let's go, Brandon.
Know, right? But let's look at this realistically. A 1.79% inflation when Trump left office. Let's say that again. 1.79 inflation when Trump left office. And where are we sitting right now? 8% within 1 year of the Biden presidency. So you can't blame that on Putin, people, and that's what I'm hearing out there. That's the biggest thing.
That also, not that it's not a horrible thing, but that distraction. And
it has nothing to do with what's happening in Ukraine.
No, but people are finally starting to wake up to this.
I think so.
The smoke screens of the propaganda machine and of the convoluted American media are shining through. And the average American, you don't have to have a PhD to see what's going on here. And more people are waking up to it.
I think so too. I'm looking at all of the news across the world right now, and it's not just here.
No.
But other countries are really seeing through a lot of this BS that's been going on. And we touched on the whole Ukraine thing, and it's a terrible thing. There's no question about that.
We hate it.
We hate it for the innocent people, because here's the realities of it all. The leaders are not the ones that die. It's those people that are just trying to fight for their homeland, or fight for what their beliefs are, and really they just want to go home at the end of the day like everybody else. So I feel for them, and our hearts cry out for them.
And I feel sorry for poor Russian citizens that are caught up in this too, because nobody wants this either. And there's a good possibility that the escalation that we have seen with this didn't need to happen, and a lot of things are manipulated. And it's the common everyday citizen that has been taken hostage by evil governments. And what we're trying to say is we don't want to see that happen here.
No,
we don't want to be put in the same position that the people of the Ukraine, the good people in Russia, which there are. Yeah. There are good people in Russia.
Yes.
They're all being held hostage by evil governments.
Yeah.
And we don't want that to happen in the United States.
Yeah. Maybe we'll feel a little bit better because Kamala has now gone to Poland and Romania. And, just to tell them that, that the USA is unified in what's happening in Ukraine. I feel a whole lot better. Not.
I don't know if you saw her comments, but I'm going to just try to stay away from Kamala.
Well, she's not done anything for the United States of America.
No.
I don't see how anybody can feel. She's done nothing about the border. So, how does anybody feel any better about what's happening in Ukraine, or putting her in charge, or about a war?
I do have this to say.
I don't get it. I just don't get it.
We get some...
Wait a minute. I thought you didn't have anything to say.
Well, I do have to say this because
I didn't think so.
In some of the comments, we have great friends that have joined in conversation with us, and we love that, and that's what we came here for. We are just the average person. We're not a politician. No. We don't have degrees in political science.
No, we do
We're
not.
just the average working person that has something to say, and we want to know what you have to say also. But I will say this, her average, what she has to say, her comments kind of resonate like something that you would say to a 4 or 5 year old.
Yeah. So
we actually feel like most of the time we're more well-spoken than Kamala Harris.
Well, here's the thing. It goes to identity politics, really. And it stems back to the reason that she's in office in the first place. Biden's pick for vice presidency was based on, and I don't care who says different, really based on more race.
And and being a female. There are so many other women and people of color, which that shouldn't even play a part in it.
Yeah.
That are more well qualified to lead our country and to have diplomatic ties to other nations than this woman. But I'm just going to hush right there.
Even his pick, his nominee for, to serve on the Supreme Court Justice is also, is it, folks? I kind of want to know. Now, I'm not saying anything against her because, she may be the best qualified in the world, but honestly, is that the reason for the pick? So it comes down to identity.
They've said that that's the reason for the pick.
My point is that it's identity politics, and we have to look at the reasons behind these picks instead of, is it for the betterment of the United States of America? Let's do it for the right reasons instead of the racial reasons and for the vote baiting reasons.
As a female, we have all said for generations that we do not want to be recognized merely by our private parts. That we want to be recognized by the fruits of our labor and what we have to offer. And so this is a huge insult to all of us, really.
If that wasn't the case, we'd all voted for Hillary. No. I think we're all smarter than that. But I'm just saying. So, hey, let's talk about the State of the Union address. I mean, what say you people out there? The State of the Union address really sound like oh my gosh, I was just like sitting there watching that and cringing, going, oh my gosh, here he is almost mimicking Trump.
Right.
Mimicking Trump in some of the verbiage, but it didn't come off the same as when Trump says it. I mean, the America First, really? What has he done to promote America First? Since day one of office, he has dismantled every single thing that actually did perpetuate America First. I mean,
I know so many people that were really getting back to good jobs, good raises, doing well during the last 4 years that now are just absolutely suffering. It's people in the oil industry. I mean, I've got clients at my shop who work in the oil industry, and I mean, we're just talking about that average hard-working American, and this has really hit hard for them.
Well, it gets to me because he was all about America First, Build Back Better. I don't see any Build Back Better hats running around. I really don't. I don't see any Build Back Better hats on anybody. No. You know why? Because nobody wants to wear them, and anybody that would want to wear them, they're still reluctant to take off their vagina hat. Those are the only people that would ever wear the Build Back Better hat because they know it's an absolute lie.
I have to make this point because, it's not just exclusive to being one particular affiliation of Democrat or Republican, because I will say this. In the years past, where there was control by the right in the Senate and in the House and in the presidency, no one worked together to get much positive done either. And the president that we had to also fight people in his own party to try to get anything positive done for the working class people.
True.
That's what I have to say about that. Whether you like it or not, you can look at the stats and you can see it for yourself. So it goes across both party lines. A lot of these people are working together, no matter what they say. You can look at their past voting history and you can see they are not working for us.
I mean, you have career politicians that's been in there forever. And what have they done?
There's one in the White House.
What have they done?
50 years? 50 years now. And when he looked at people and he said, I don't work for you.
Yeah.
What I've always learned is when someone tells you how they feel about you, you need to pay attention to that because that's actually how they feel.
Yeah.
So you don't ignore it. You don't pretend it didn't happen. You pay attention to that because people will let you know how they feel about you, and that's the truth. And he did, and he is showing that.
Well, I think he's also showing that he really has a closet infatuation with Trump, as you said the other night.
I know, right? He's plagiarized everything that 45 had to say.
That is absolutely true, but it absolutely was ridiculous. And I
don't even care if you weren't a Trump supporter.
Yeah.
Okay, but you have to look at all this and you have to just rationalize it and say, none of this makes sense. None of this is right.
Well, let me repeat it. 1.79% when Trump left office, and now we're at an 8% with Biden within 1 year. And this was before the Ukraine. I'm just repeating it so that no one misses it. I mean, we are where we are. The gas prices are where we are. The shelves are empty because of him. The border situation. We could sit here all day and I wouldn't even be able to catch my breath and name the atrocities against the United States American people right now. And who is to blame? Really?
46.
That's exactly right.
The very first executive order, let me remind you, was to kill Keystone. That's all you have to say about it.
Absolutely. And I have all those little "he did that" stickers on their way in the mail.
I actually have some in my wallet that I picked up that a lady handed to me at the trucker convoy. And man,
without
now
a doubt.
I've not been sticking them hardcore because I don't want some poor employee at the gas pump that has to go out and peel them off to have to work, spend all their time doing that.
They're magnetic.
Right, they're
They
magnetic.
just pull off.
So they pull off.
I would probably do it.
But they
when
do
get
make
here.
a giggle. They do make people giggle. And
Well,
people
and it's
seem to
also
like that.
true when everybody is pulling up to the gas pump. And you know, that what's really burns me is the people that are taking up for that right now, saying that we're wine bags because we are talking about the gas prices. Well, hey, people, we're real people that have to put the gas in our cars to get places and to get to work. So it does actually affect us. Well, we're sitting here with enough oil that we shouldn't have to be doing that. They're making us dependent on other countries on purpose. And if you people are not going to look into that and understand that, well, you know what? Shame on you. Then you're not reading a whole lot of other stuff, because right now that's at the forefront of what's happening to America right now. We are being forced into a dependency like never before, and we do not have to be there.
I love my country.
Yeah.
I want to see future generations be able to take advantage of prosperity and a system that was set up to where they could work their way out of a system that they were born into.
Yes.
And the way we're going, that's not going to happen. And my desire is to see better for them, and to have a place and to have a country where people that are oppressed in other nations can say, I want to take part in the American dream. I want the American dream to remain alive. I am a dreamer.
Yeah.
And I know there are lots of real dreamers out there that dream about financial freedom, about the ability to become better than they were yesterday. And we want this country to remain the land of opportunity.
Yep.
That's it.
And on that note, we're going to jump up real quick and go get a couple of the cats. We'd like to introduce you to
This
them
should
right
be
now.
really good.
Yeah, because right now they're kind of hating on each other.
Well, given the fact that Bunny, the disabled rescue cat, does not like Tigger, the latest rescue cat, and Tigger just wants to be her friend.
That's right. So we're going to do that now. Okay, folks, so you might remember Bunny over here. You know, she was a former emotional support cat for someone that had to leave her behind, and she was rescued, oh my gosh, about 1.5 years ago now. So she's really acclimated here. She is crippled and takes a little bit of extra care for Bunny. She can't really use her back legs very well.
She is crippled, but I will tell you that does not stop Bunny from living her best life.
No, not at all.
Oh, don't look at her. Okay. Don't look at her, Tigger.
I'm going to tell you. So anyway, we wanted to just touch back on her and let you know she's doing really, really well. We have over here, Boots is holding on to Tigger. Now, Tigger is not a rescue cat per se, but he was a stray, and then he was rehomed, and then the folks had to move, and so I went back. They had to move
cross country.
Yeah, so went back and picked Tigger back up, and I think he's just going to go ahead and be here for out his life
with the other zillion animals that can't find homes.
Now,
oh, well.
Here's the problem.
Look at her face.
Look at Bunny's face. She does not like Tigger at all. She is having a hard time with accepting Tigger. Tigger just wants to be next to her, and she's having none of it.
She's not having it.
Yeah, you need to lighten up there.
Look at that expression.
Bunny. Oh, she does not like it at all. It's okay. You can turn this way. Turn this way. Just, you know.
That's my expression. That's my expression when I deal with certain people.
Yeah.
I have the same expression.
But anyway, we just kind of wanted to let you know that this is Tigger, and he's doing really, really well. And he's going to just make himself permanent here as well.
Along with Crybaby, along with the Mancoon that wandered up that, who knows, doesn't have a chip and doesn't have a you know, along with the
she has a chip now because I've already accepted
Right.
the fact that she's here going to be my porch cat for
along with
ever.
the horses that were going to end up homeless and had nowhere to go, along with the
baby.
barrage of dogs, along with the squirrels, along with the raccoons, along with the monkeys, the monkeys that have their own home. And along with all of the birds that also have their own
Well, we have
home.
to take care of them. Somebody's got to do it. Hush up.
Somebody's got to know, right? And this is why we've been friends for so long, is we both have the heart for this.
Yes,
so.
we really do. Okay, well, anyway, go over to Pets No Politics on redbootsandheels.com. We love your comments there as well. And if you could, please subscribe to our YouTube channel. We hope that you enjoy the videos. We hope you enjoyed the trucker Freedom Convoy trucker video that we did last week. And you know what? We love you out there. We love your comments. Please engage. That's why we do this. And I guess for now, we're just going to take these not so happy cats right now and just tell you so long till next time.
And God bless America.
God bless America. Bye-bye.